Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We are live in early access, baby. Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth. What's up, everybody? We're going to start doing this a little bit unconventionally. We're going to be doing some draft today. If you're not up to date on this set, thank you, first of all, for Wizards of the Coast for the opportunity to do early access. If you're not up to date on this set's going to be legal in Modern. It is not a standard set, although you can play it in Alchemy, and it will be legal in Historic. We're going to be doing some drafts so we can showcase a lot of the Lord of the Rings cards instead of, throwing a few in here and there in decks we already have. I'm going to be showcasing all the new ones. So let's jump into Premier Draft for Tales of Middle Earth. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, thanks for subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. Demonic Tutor, are we opening packs or playing cards? Buying 2 boxes tomorrow since they release tomorrow. Nope, we're doing early access today on MTG Arena. This is a content creator deal. So we will be playing against all different content creators via Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. Did I see the box toppers for the in real life boxes? Made some $50 plus Commander staples. I have not seen the box toppers yet. That's awesome, though. That's great for Commander players to be able to buy a box. There seem to be some really good Commander cards in this set, or some big Commander bombs and stuff. Not a lot of reprints though from the main set. This is the first time I'm ever going to be playing with this set, so this is awesome. Again, thank you very much to Wizards of the Coast and the MTG Arena team, early access team, for putting this together and making this something that we can all sit down and enjoy on this Thursday. Possibility I will have non-live content up later, doing some alchemy, so getting a chance to see some of these in constructed format. But until then, we're going to enjoy some limited. Get Ancient Tomb, Cabal Coffers, Urborg, and Cavern of Souls. Nice. Is that what you meant? Cabal, not coffers, not Cabal. Hello. What's going on? Just waiting for these seats to fill up. Been waiting for this set. I think they announced this probably about a year ago, and I was like, really want to get into that. Might take a little longer than usual for seats to fill up because we are again on a sealed client here with content creators. Not with, thousands of players like the live arena client. Yeah, okay. The swamp that makes everything swamps. Yeah, nice. That's cool. What's the current price on that? Let's see. Doot. Not bad. Excuse me. Cheapest one I could find is like $20. Very cool. Yeah, it does have a lot of Commander cards. I think Commander, especially, I think the top 2 Commander cards, or the top 1, is probably Aragorn as a fun build around. And then the top modern cards are probably the Orcish Archers and Reprieve, which is like a white Remand. So if you like Remand, you can just play white and have Remand now. One more seat, y'all. We're getting into it. Grab a drink, grab an iced tea. Let's draft these cards. Halfling is going nuts for Commander. Oh, yes. The Mana Dork. Refresh my memory. It's 1 green, adds a colorless mana, and then you can make, like, sacrifice foods or something to do something else. Found me on the AI-generated cards series. Now, first time catching you on stream. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. Those were a lot of fun. I want to do some more AI-generated cards. But Urza's AI is not cooperating with me right now. So I'm figuring out how to do something maybe with Midjourney or OpenAI or something like that. But yeah, I'll probably be doing more of those. Legendary creatures can't be countered, Mana Dork. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. Cool, cool. All right, let's get into it. It's go time. Samwise. 2/2, another non-token creature enters, create a food, sack 3 foods, return target historic card from your graveyard to hand. Golem Patient Plotter, ring tempts you when it leaves. Sack a creature from your return this from your graveyard to hand. Voracious Felbeast, 6. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacks a creature, create a food token for each creature. Shadowfax, Lord of Horses. What's up? Got 30 seconds. Boros Horse, 4/4 horses you control have haste. When it attacks, you put a creature card with lesser power from your hand on the battlefield tapped and attacking. Alright, let's get to it. Any removal? Fog on the Barrow Downs is removal decent. That's kind of not great removal, but it is removal. We'll take Fog. I think Fog is a good starting place so we can have some removal. I don't want to take a gold card first. Mount Doom, legendary land, Rakdos. Tap 3, tap it, 1 damage to each opponent. Sack it, and a legendary artifact, aka the ring. Choose up to 2 creatures and destroy the rest. Put target non-land historic permanent on the top of its owner's library 4th from the top. Hey, well, you did take a white card. Shire Sheriff, I've liked this uncommon. It's a 2-drop 2/2 vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a token. When you do, exile target creature and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Yeah, the ring tempts you is always a positive effect. You are right about that, Demonic Tutor. Gimli, counter of kills. 4/3 trample. When a creature dies that they control, deals 1 damage to them. Any other removal? We'll take Lost to Legend. Actually, no. Shire Sheriff. Lost to Legend is double white. So if we go into another color, I want to have something else. But that's what I see here. Oath of the Grey Host. Saga. 4 mana. You and target opponent each create a food. Each opponent loses 3 life. Create a treasure. Create 3 tap 1/1 white spirit. Create tokens with flying. A lot of value. Entish Restoration, that seems like a constructed card. You sacrifice a land, get 2 lands, you control a creature with power 4 or greater, search for 3 lands. Theoden, when he or a human enters, target creature gains double strike till end of turn. Okay. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. +1 counter on each creature you control, gain vigilance till end of turn, ring tempts you. Okay, that's a bounce. The ring tempting you. 12 seconds left. Let's take Theoden. We're in white. Another Shire Sheriff. Horses of the Bruinen. 5 mana, return 2 creatures to owner and scry 1. The ring tempts you. Second Breakfast. Up to 2 target creatures get +2/+1 till end of turn. Create a food. Only removal I see here is Morgul Knife Wound, which is like sort of removal. -3, -0, aura. They sacrifice it unless they pay 2 life. Let's take Mirkwood Bats. That's a broken common. Horses again. Endrout Basin 2 X. Put +1 counter on target creature with power X. Activate only as a sorcery. I see a Lash of the Balrog down there. Eastmark Cavalier 2/2 Vigilance. When it deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy that creature. 2/2 Flash Flying for 4. Buff something when it comes in. Took Reaper. Take Lash of the Balrog. Yeah, the 5th time, nothing happens when the ring tempts you. It's only up to 4. East Farthing Farmer, create a food token. When you do, target creature you control +1/+1 for each food. 1 or more tokens would be created. Those tokens plus an additional food tokens. Token, okay. We'll take Peregrine Took. Second Breakfast, not super interested into that. I don't like these 2 creature combat tricks. Westfold Rider, 3/1 to sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's pretty nice. Bewitching Leechcraft is kind of like a stun counter aura thing, without stun counters. Destroy target artifact or land. Okay. 4 mana land destruction. We're going to take Westfold Rider. Dunedain Blade, 2 mana, +2/+1. Equip human for 1. Okay. Human. The Black Breath. Creature you control. Your opponent's control -1/-1. So on a turn, ring tempts you. Take the Blade. Eagles of the North. 6 mana, 3/3 flyer. When it enters creatures you control, get +1/+0 again first strike till end of turn, plane cycling 1. Ologhai Crusher, 4 mana troll soldier, 4/4 trample. Can't block unless you control a goblin and orc. Jay Villain, what's up? Good luck to you. See you on the battlefield, my friend. If you guys don't know about Jay Villain, he's another content creator that will be playing. Give Jay Villain a follow. He's awesome, makes great content. Lost to Legend wheeled back around. Breaking into the Fellowship. Target creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature that player controls. We have Improvised Club. Sack an artifact or creature. 4 damage to any target. Maybe we'll go into red. We do have Theoden here. Take that. Rush the Room. +1/+0 gains first strike till end of turn. If it's a goblin or orc, it also gets haste until end of turn. Take now for Wrath, now for Ruin. This game really wants me to take second breakfast, doesn't it? It's like, no, you're going to have a second breakfast, and then probably a third breakfast. Smart Cavalier, that wield, Endrop Basin. Okay, we'll take this. Gimli's Fury, +3/+2. If it's legendary, also gains trample. Red seems kind of open. Scroll of Isildur. Gain control up to 1 artifact. As long as you control it, the ring tempts you. Tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on each of them, and draw a card for each tap creature target opponent controls. Samwise, 2/1 flash. When it enters, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand, then the ring tempts you. Okay. Probably that. Quick Beam, Upstart Ent, 6 mana, 5/6. When this or another Treefolk enters, up to 2 target creatures get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. Definitely not in the Gandalf Sanction. Second breakfast again. Cast into the Fire. I don't like dealing 1 damage to 2 things. Take Samwise. Got so many 2-drops. We'll weed some out. We'll take this Blade out. Peregrine. And we'll keep in mind we have the bats. Take second breakfast out, even though it wants me to play it. So this is cool. Samwise, we can flash in, get something back. Bill the Pony. When it enters, create 2 food tokens. Sack a food till end of turn. Target creature control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. That's not an effect we want right now, really. Maybe later. Hobbit Sting. X damage target creature where X is a creature you control plus the number of foods. Another Golem's Bite. Another Westfold Rider. Shortcut to Mushrooms. When it enters, the ring tempts you at the beginning of your end step of a permanent you control left the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'm going to take Hobbit Sting. We're definitely in white. Oh, Mary, Esquire of Rohan. Boros 2/2 haste. First strike as long as it's equipped. When you attack with Mary and another legendary creature, draw a card. We don't have equipment right now. We have 1. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. 5 mana, 4/3. When it comes in, the ring tempts you. When you draw your second card, put a counter on it. human, halfling, halfling, human, halfling, human. Landroval, Horizon Witness, 5 mana, 3/4 flyer. When 2 or more creatures you control attack a player, target attacking creature without flying gains flying. Yep. That seems right. Built for us. Friendly Rivalry, target creature you control, another target legendary creature you control. Each deals damage to their power to target creature you don't control. Arwen. Blue seems to reward you for scrying and stuff too. That seems like what the blue limited set is. Yeah, we'll take the bird. Bird Noble. Nice to have a flyer that makes something else flying. Goldberry, super interesting card. Not limited playable in my opinion. Too hard to build. Old Man Willow. Strider. When land comes in, target creature gets +1/+1. That creature has power 4 greater against first strike. So we went cast into the fire. Probably not, but there's not really anything else here for us. I mean, we could take, like, Great Hall of the Citadel. Take Cast in the Fire. Another Breakfast. Westfold Rider. We could take another one of those. Fire of Orthanc. We have got to get some other, not 2-drops, though. We've got to get some not 2-drops. 3, 4, 5, whatever. Slip on the Ring. Exile target creature you own, then return it. Okay, so it's a flicker. Pippin. 2/2. Vigilance Ward 1. Protection of a card type of your choice till end of turn. That's really cool. Barrow Blade. +1/+1. When a equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked, that creature loses all abilities till end of turn. Take the Barrow Blade. Big Reach thing. Big Trample thing. Having a hard time because red doesn't seem like it's great for us here. I'm thinking maybe we pivot into green because we're getting all the white 1-drops and stuff. Rush the Room +1 first strike. Against first strike till only turns the Goblin or Orc. Chance Met Elves when you scry. See, that's a Simic thing. We'll take Fire of Orthanc. Ents Fury. Another second breakfast. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. Nice. Too late for us to switch into Rakdos, I think. But it's very good. We've also got Claim the Precious here, which is a great removal spell. Eagles of the North. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. I think we might take Eagles of the North here. Claim the Precious would be good. We do have that other black removal, but I don't think we can go Orzhov. We just don't have enough. What about second breakfast? Yeah, I know. What about it? Take another Eagles. Erkenbrand, Lord of the Westfold. When it or another human enters, creatures you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. That seems good for us. Shadowfax seems pretty good for us too. Smite the Deathless is very good too. Alright, so now we're getting into some good red stuff. So let's take Shadowfax since we're definitely in white. Grishnak Brast Investigator. Amass Orcs 2 when you do till end of turn, gain control target non-legendary creature power less than or equal to the amassed army's power, and tap that, gains haste till end of turn. Got Minas Tirith. Legendary land. Probably take that. That's some card draw. Got a Rohirrim that can probably wheel back to us. That's a human, which is great. Esquire of the King. We'll take the land. There's a Gimli. Frodo. When here another legendary creature comes in, the ring tempts you. As long as your ring bearer must be blocked if able. But I think we're wanting to be in red now. I've seen some really good red stuff now that I said red wasn't open. We'll take Gimli. Oliphant. 6 mana trample. When it attacks, another target creature gets +2/+0 and gains trample till end of turn. That's a big one. Another Hobbit Sting. Take the Hobbit Sting. That's fine. Banish for Edoras. Exile target creature for 5 mana, 3 mana if it's tapped. Yep, Banish from Edoras is fine. I think we're set on removal there then. Shadowfax is cool. Got Eagle of the North. And Landrival, another bird. Warbeast of Gargaroth Beast. When it enters the creature, or it enters the battlefield, another creature you control with power 4 greater dies Amass Orcs 2. Seems like a Gruul card if I've ever seen one. Take another Eagles. Aaron Rider of Gondor. Yep, I like that card. When it enters, draw a card. Then if you don't control a legendary creature, put a card from your hand on bottom. That's cool. And we do need more 3-drops. Foray of Orcs. Amass Orcs 2. When you do it, deals X damage to target creature and opponent controls, where X is the amassed army's power. So 2 damage. Probably have a target. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. Or Improvised Club. No. Stalwarts is fine. Relentless Rohirrim did wheel, so that's a human knight. 4/3 for 4, whatever. Curve Filler, right? Mountain Cycling, yeah, I like that they're doing that. They're bringing this back in this set so we can cycle to find lands. Sure, Cast into the Fire. Probably not playing either of those. Great Hall, the Citadel. All right. There we go. We did get some decent red stuff. So, you know, it seems like name of the game is we're going like a Boros aggro type of deal here. Rockets. Didn't get to look at this one. Enters the battlefield tapped. X and tap it, sacrifice it, add X mana in a combination of colors. When it's put into a graveyard, draw a card. We don't really care about that. Barrowblade. When equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, that creature loses all abilities till end of turn. +1/+1, equip 1 and a 1-drop. That's not bad. Eastmark Cavalier, 2/2 Vigilance. Deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy that creature. There are some big goblins and orcs in this set, so it might not be bad to have around. Breaking the Fellowship is the one that A creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature they control. So it's like, it has a high ceiling, but if they don't have two creatures, or the creatures are small, it's kind of dependent on them having something good. So that might be a cut. Gimli's Fury +3/+2 till end of turn. If it's legendary, it also gains trample. First strike as long as it's equipped. We have one. Don't we have two equipments? No, I didn't take that one. You attack with Mary and another legendary creature, draw a card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendary creatures. That seems likely. Aaron Rider's not getting cut. That's a card draw. At least filtering. Fog's not getting cut. That's good. Removal. Pacifism. Okay. Fire of Orthanc. Destroy target artifact or land. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. We'll cut that for now. Probably don't need 2 Hobbit Stings. Like, we've got a lot of 2-drops. Oh, second equips on the sideboard. Appreciate you. Thank you. Dunedain Blade, yeah. +2/+1 would be nice on our Eagles. Probably gonna go. Let's cut a Gimli's Fury. That would put us at 16 creatures, 7 non-creatures, 17 lands. We don't have much fixing, but we have a lot of white, and we don't need red really most of the time until like turn 3, and then we don't have anything double red, which is nice, so we just need 1 mountain the whole time. Alright, let's go. If you're new here and you're enjoying the content, please feel free to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And once again, thank you very much to Wizards of the Coast for and the MTG Arena team for putting this on. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to see what Boros has to offer. We didn't get anything like super broken bomb-wise. We're going to put our faith in kind of efficient, small creatures, and we're going to make a lot of them and see if we can just pummel our opponent. That's what we're aiming to do. Okay, so we've got our mountain, got our plains. Oh, cool. Sounds like the Shire. Westfold Rider. That's an aggressive 2-drop. We've got a Banish, and we've got a Relentless Rohirrim. Alright. Oops, what's going on? Gabriel, what's up? Fog on the Barrow Downs. That's like a expensive pacifism. That's cool. Glad y'all can make it. Alright, let's try to be aggressive. That's what we're about. We're going with our 3-1. Rishnak. Amass Orcs 2. When you do till on a turn, gain control of target non-legendary creature and opponent controls a power lesser equal to the amassed army. Untap that creature, gains haste till end of turn. Okay. Let's attack. Block with the 1/1. Okay, that's an Orc army. So we'll go Eastmark Cavalier. If they make that bigger, then we have a good defense, because if we get to deal damage to that orc, it just gets destroyed. So if they amass it more, we'll take it. Reveals their hand, choose a non-land from it. That player discards that card, amass orcs too. That sucks. They could take our only creature. I wonder what the weak point of this deck is going to be for them. Obviously, these are all new cards, but we do have quite a few flyers. So if we can kind of hold out, see if we can get some of our flyers. They only cost like 4 or 5, something like that. Maybe the other ones cost like 6. But we're already halfway there. Westfold Rider again. Alright, we've got Vigilance, fam. Let's go. Another Rider. I don't want to use my removal on the army. Although, Fog on the Barrow Downs would actually be kind of... Oh, no, no, no. So that would make it not become an army, and it would become a spirit instead. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, then create a food token. So we have Hobbit Sting at instant. So I'm going to try to Hobbit Sting that and kill it. I don't want to, but... Not good for card advantage, but I feel like we are going to need to get this rolling if we have a chance to win, because we have to be faster than them. 1/1 haste. Okay. Humans. Let's get our flyers before they drop a bomb on us. Amass orcs 1, draw a card, lose a life. Alright. Minas Tirith. Doesn't really help us, but it's cool to play Minas Tirith. By the way, just as a reminder, these are all fellow content creators, so if you see somebody that you like, give them a follow. I mean, this is all in good fun. This is all sport, so this is a chance for us to see new cards. So if we lose, we lose. No big deal. Yeah. Just keep that in our hand. Flooding a little bit. Feels bad. Hey, have you all seen the new plains and mountains? Oh, these are from Shadows over Innistrad anyway. Never mind. Alright, here's a flyer. So we're going to take 4 damage next turn. I feel like this is not going to help us. Doesn't help that they exiled our removal from hand. Oof. Plains 2 just dropped. It is over. You're right. But people are making content, so I won't be conceding early. Like, if I was on the ladder or something, I'd be like, okay, we're done, right? But this time we're going to play everything out so people can get all their content made and people have a chance to see all the cards. It is over. Good game. Good game. Sad hobbits. That's alright. We'll move on. Plains 2 just dropped. So, I was going to say. Alright, we've got two double plains, Minas Tirith, Great Hall of the Citadel. That can give us red if we have a red legendary creature. We don't need a red till turn 4 for this. So we can do this. Somebody said the other day on one of my videos they dropped a comment, and I've just noticed because my hand has been like this the whole time. Somebody's like, I watched your finger go across your face for like the whole video. And I look back and I'm like, yeah, when I'm deep in thought, I'm like doing this. Try not to do it so much. Elven Farsight. Scry 3, you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, draw that card. Alright. Arwen Undamiel. 2/2. When you scry, put a counter on target creature. 6 mana to scry 2. Eagles of the North, Eagles of the North. Too bad we don't have a token to sacrifice, but we do have a 2/2 with Vigilance. Yeah, I think that's fine. They're gonna scry. Okay. Blow it out. Nice. Draw a card and the ring tempts you, so we should see it. Alright, here it is. So here's the ring. Ring Bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. But it shows the Greyhaven's Navigator is their Ring Bearer. Flying, when it dies, draw a card. That's a good card. That's a really good common. 2/1 flyer for 3. When it dies, draw a card. No rings in this deck. Oops. None. By the way, if you saw my YouTube short, I have a standing offer. If you bring me the serialized 1/1 ring and you open it, I will give you an IOU for $1 million that I don't know when I'll be able to pay. But we can also go have dinner at Olive Garden and I'll buy you whatever entree you want for the 1/1 serialized ring. I think it's a pretty good deal. Breadsticks and salad and all that good stuff. Alright. Ring Bearer level 2. When your Ring Bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. So they changed the Ring Bearer from this to this. 3, 6, 7, 8. Simic does look good. Simic is looking good. So we can't block this because we have creatures with greater power until we get the Eagles. So we'll have to go this, and Arwen will be unblockable. This is our ring bearer. Alright. This 4-2 can't be blocked this turn. I missed what made it do that. Oh, Council's Deliberation. Draw a card. Whenever you scry, if you control an island, you may exile it from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. Or okay. Alright. So what did we learn? Simic feels good, as Anto said. It does, yeah. I had fun. I had fun, even though... Yeah, Simic, that 1/3/2 flyer, or 2/1 flyer for 3, that when it dies you draw a card, that feels like a very good common. It'd be a cool blue-black deck with that, and the bat, that's like a busted common. Okay. 4-drop, 6-drop, 5-drop, 2-drop. Not bad. Another 2-drop. Let's go Mountain. When it dies, amass orcs 1. Nice. It's a human warrior. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to exile it. I'm not blocking that. Another one. I'm playing draft right now. That is the format. Just one? We'll take that. My plan is to try to to keep these alive as long as possible if we're not under a lot of pressure. And then let's attack with one. And then have them be flying and go over the top. Rohirrim is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Bounce back to the hand. Alright. Turn that back to our hand. Get this. So they get to attack and draw a card, discard a card. And it's legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. If they get tempted one more time, when it becomes blocked by one of our creatures, we have to sacrifice that creature at the end of combat. So we're definitely playing Eagles next turn. Now whenever ours attacks, we get to draw a card and then discard a card. Controller has more than 4 cards in hand. The exile cards from their hand equal the difference. Okay. So we get to exile 1 card from our hand. We want the 6 mana for the Eagles, but we have our 6th right here. So I'll get rid of Westfold Rider, I guess. Army versus army. Gorbag of Minas Morgul. 2 mana 2/2. When a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. When you do, choose one. Draw a card or create a treasure token. Return this. Pawn of the Dead marches from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped only if you control a legendary creature. They can exile Golem's Bite for 4 mana and get the Ring Tempt You. Okay. Not bad. Some graveyard value here. Surely they would draw a card here, right? Create a treasure token. Okay, so if all goes according to plan and they don't remove our stuff, we go Eagles of the North. Make this guy flying, make Landroval attack. The Ring Bear becomes blocked. We have to sacrifice a creature into combat. So whenever it gets tempted again for the 4th time, if it deals combat damage to us, we lose 3 life. Which is, like, gonna feel bad. See if we can get this in and do some damage here. Oh, no we can't. Alright. That's 4 Ring Temptings. That means we lose an extra 3 life when they hit us with this unblockable creature. Plains. Alright, so they're going to hit us with this. We'll go to 2 next turn, so we'll have to block the army. It's not looking great. We have Vigilance on the Sheriff. So that's unblockable. That's total 4 damage. We block the Gorbag. And then there's 2 more. Alright, good game. Alright, that's over. Return of the Plains yet again. No, they did a good job, though, because they countered our Eagles of the North, which is, like, kind of what we were relying on. Because this would have been plus 2 damage that turn attacking, plus 3 damage each turn, so it would have been a lot closer. But they got us dead to rights. Yeah, we'll block here. And then we'll take the 3 from the ring. So I have seen a lot of good cards. I really like, so if we look at these, Haunt of the Dead Marshes is a 1-drop black common. The Nightmare Elf, you scry 1 when it comes in, and then 3 mana you can return from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped if you control a legendary creature. So it's like kind of like, I guess this version of like a rattle, you know, a Drudge Skeletons type of thing. And then what else did I see that I liked? This card is, that's nasty. 4 mana, destroy target creature. If controller has more than 4 cards, exile cards from their hand equal the difference. So if they have like 6 cards in hand, that's 4 mana, destroy a creature. Also make them discard of their choice of 2 hands. So they have a lot of bounce and a lot of like, these are good too. 2-drop 2/1 when it dies, a Masterworks 1, meaning either if you don't have an army, get an army of 1/1, or add another counter onto your existing army. That's cool. All right, quick break. Couple minutes. And then I'm going to do another one, and we're going to see if we can change our luck with some of the knowledge that we gained from that. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So, we actually don't have enough time. I have just been notified to do another full draft, but we do have sealed. Let's take a look at a sealed event and see what's going on here. Of the 500,000 gems. I wish I had 500,000 gems on my actual account. That'd be sweet. All right, sealed. Here we go. Open 6 packs. Making a 40-card deck out of what we get. No drafting, just whatever we get, we get. Let's open them. Ooh, Tom Bombadil. Hugh the Entwood. 2 mythic rares. Sting the Glinting Dagger. We'll take a look. It won't let me zoom them, so we'll take a look at them here in a second. We have 4 red cards. Okay. Mythic rare and rare. Mines of Moria. Legendary land. When it comes in tapped, unless you control a legendary creature, add red, or 4, exile 3 cards from your graveyard, create 2 treasure tokens. Not bad. Moria Marauder. Oh, this is the deck that all the Goblin decks want. For Modern, I guess. Double red, 1/1, double strike. When a Goblin or Orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Pretty good 2-drop. It is double red, though, so we have to keep that in mind. Display of power. Spell cannot be copied. Copy any number of target instant and or sorcery spells. You may choose new targets for the copy. Don't know how useful that's going to be for us in Sealed. That seems like a constructed card if I've ever seen one, but we'll take a look at it. Hew the Entwood. 5 mana, sacrifice any number of lands, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands sacrificed this way. Choose any number of artifact and or land cards revealed this way. Put all non-land cards chosen this way onto the battlefield, and put all land cards chosen this way onto the battlefield tapped. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So there is some... Aragorn has a landfall trigger. And I wonder if there's any good artifacts. You can put any artifacts in the field. That's a constructed card too, I think. But we could check it out. And Tom Bombadil, Wooburg, 4/4, Godbard. As long as there are 4 more lore counters among sagas you control, he has hexproof and indestructible. When the final chapter ability of a saga you control resolves, reveal cards from the top of your library till you reveal a saga, and put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom. Yep, we're not going to have enough sagas in Sealed to make that work. Sting the Glinting Dagger. 2 mana for an equipment, +1/+1, and the creature has haste. Beginning of each combat, untap it. Equipped creature has first strike as long as it's blocking or blocked by goblin or orc. Alright. What do we get in terms of lands? Great Hall, the Citadel. So that's fixing for legendary creatures and legendary spells. So we'll keep that in mind. Mana fixing is always good. We're on commons. We got a reprieve. That's what I was talking about earlier before we did the draft. That's Remand, but in white, which is going to be awesome for players that want to play Remand effects and don't have blue. Got another Landroval. Kind of sour on you because you didn't do much for me last game. Loreth of the Healing House. 1/4, untap another target permanent, or tap it, untap 2 other target legendary creatures. Okay. Meneldor Swift Savior. 4-drop, 3/3, flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target creature you own, then return to the battlefield under your control. Maybe we'll have some creatures that can amass an orc army when it enters the battlefield or something. That's cool. The Bath Song. 4 mana saga, draw 2 cards, discard, and then shuffle any number of target cards from your graveyard into your library. Add 2 blue. Golem's Bite. -2/-2 till end of turn, instant speed. Exile it from your graveyard, ring tempts you. Good. Nazgul. 3 mana, 1/2, Death Touch. The ring tempts you when it enters. When it tempts you, put a +1/+1 counter on each wraith you control. The deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul. Very nice. Goblin Fire Leaper. 1/1, +1/+0 till end of turn for 2 mana. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Got Gimli again. Fear Fire Foes. I covered this one in my removal limited set. This is a tunable damage spell, and then deals 1 damage to each of their other creatures, which is cool. Put that in there. That's probably... If we're in red, we're going to play that for sure. Ring Sight. The ring tempts you. Search your library for a card that shares a color with a legendary creature you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Gandalf's Sanction deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard. Excess damage is dealt to the creature's controller instead. Sorcery speed. Mauher, Uruk-hai Captain. 2/2 Menace. If 1 or more +1 counters will be put in an army, goblin, orc, you control that many +1 are put there instead. Okay. Theoden. Barrowblade, Mirror of Galadriel. 2 mana, 5, tap, scry 1, draw cards. This ability costs 1 less for each legendary creature you control. Let's look at our removal spells. See what we've got. Which tempt card? Oops. Which one are you thinking? The black one? Glorious Gale. That's what they countered our birds with. 6 mana. If it was legendary, the ring tempts you. Treason of Isengard. Put one target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library and Mass Orcs 2. We'll have to look and see what kind of instants and sorceries we have up at the top, because we've got some stuff. Surrounded by orcs. Amass Orcs 3, then target player mills, where X is the amassed army's power. We might. I'm seeing some. We have 4 Black Breaths. Creatures your opponent get -1/-1 till end of turn. Ring tempt you. Isolation does seem okay. You're right. For a treasure token Amass Orcs 2. This one. This is what you're talking about. Oops. Ring sight. Blue seems okay. Let's look at our creatures. So what we have in black here. Mirkwood Bats. Alright, when you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life. This is like one of the most broken commons that people were talking about pre-set, me included. I was looking at this, I'm like, this is a common. It's a 2/3 flyer for 4. Create or sacrifice, they lose a life. We also have one of these, which we know were good against us. Snarling Warg. 3/4 menace. As long as you control goblin or orc, it gets +1/+0. Okay, what do we have in red? Dwarf Human. 2/3 reach for 3 at the beginning of combat. Not loving it. Whenever you scry, it gets +1/+0 till end turn, can't be blocked. See, I like this Uruk-hai Captain. You get counters on the army, goblin, or orc you control, but it looks like all of our amass stuff is kind of blue. Let's look here. Let's do a search for amass. Okay, we have this. Create a treasure token, Amass Orcs 2. That amasses Orcs 1 when it dies. Nazgul, 1/2 Death Touch. When the ring tempts you, put a +1/+1 counter on each wraith you control. But that will not trigger our multicolored guy. Where are our big creatures at? We have none up here? Okay. We have Gimli. We've got to go blue, black, red. Are you thinking we can do that with little to no fixing? We've got Shire Scarecrow that could give us some fixing. Got Sting. That doesn't give us fixing, but it's a good card. Wizards Rockets can give us fixing. Envelope can do so. Alright, we might do that. Treason of Isengard surrounded by orcs. Menaldor, Swift Savior's fine because we have creatures that we want to blink, right? Ring tempts you. Search your library for a card that shares a color with a legendary creature you control. So we only have 1, 2, 3 legendary creatures. Okay, we'll play that. We need more creatures, though. We're at 10 creatures. We need more. Gotta play Moria Marauder, even though it's double red. Wooburg, let's go. I'm not brave enough to do Wooburg with nothing but to fix except for Inherited Envelope, Wizards Rockets. I need more creatures. This will go Fire Leaper. If we're going that route, we'll go with the Sanction. Oh man, this deck does not look good, everybody. The 4/3 red guy. You're talking about Gimli. 4/3 trample. When a creature opponent controls dies, deals 1 damage to it, to the controller. So we have So is this right that we have nothing in 5, 6, or 7 except for Hugh the Entwood? We have no creatures in black, blue, or red for 5 mana, 6 mana, or 7 mana. Okay. Mostly black, equal amounts blue and red. All right, I'm game. Let's do it. I was kind of excited when I saw the 2 mythics, but then I was like, those are kind of constructed cards. So, it is what it is. we'll get to see some cool stuff from our opponents too. All right, Great Hall of the Citadel can give us red if we need it to do legendary creatures. We have Gandalf's Sanction, which is kind of later because it counts the instants and sorceries in our graveyard. We do have Ring Sight. We have a Nazgul. All right, Nazgul. Alright, we're going to start with the Nazgul. We're going to get Tempting up in here. Get a counter. And then probably go Meneldor. So then, if it deals damage the turn after we play it, we can bring our Wraith in and get tempted again. That also opens up the door for us to have to do Ring Sight. So if we get tempted again, when our Ring Bearer attacks, draw a card, discard a card. That is a flavor win. Death Touch on the Nazgul. Oh no, Meneldor's gone. Alright, Battle Scarred Goblin. When it comes blocked, it deals 1 damage to each creature blocking it. Now we have a legendary creature, so we do get to do Ring Sight again. Mordor Trebuchet. 3 mana. When you attack with 1 or more goblins or orcs, create a 2/1 colorless construct artifact creature token with flying named Ballistic Boulder that's tapped and attacking, sacrifices at the end of combat. That's cool. Alright, so we can block this fine, right? Yeah. Okay. So we can use Loreth to untap our Nazgul to block. We've got Meneldor again. I'm not sure that I want to do that with the Nazgul and block, because what if they have removal for their goblin or a pump spell or something? I think we just want to do that. One sorcery in the graveyard, so this can deal 1 damage. The bats. Treason of Isengard. Put 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library of Massworks 2. I don't think the sanction's going to do much for us. I wanted to keep that land because now we can go Meneldor and Treason of Isengard. Get back Ring Sight. Okay, gotta keep in mind that it has reach. That's a 2/3 reach creature. One damage. Orcish Bowmasters does 1 damage to any target, then a Mass Orcs 1. So they're going to kill Meneldor now. Very good. So we can get it back because we're doing Ring Sight. Right? I just don't think we have any big bombs that are going to be able to do much. Unfortunate that we didn't have anything like 5, 6, 7 drop to finish off with. We're doing the best we can. All right? Refuse to give up. Like that. Oliphant. When it attacks another target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample till end of turn. Why did they attack with the Bowmasters? What am I missing? Surrounded by orcs. Amass orcs 3. So they can just attack with the Oliphant here and give their Mirkwood Bats +2/+0 till end of turn, but we can have a blocker for that. Yeah, I think you're right. To activate the Trebuchet. Yeah. So we got him to 4. We can untap Gimli as a blocker for the Oliphant. We can block with Mirkwood Bats our bats. Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. So they're going to trample through with 3 from the Oliphant. We go like this and like this. They got 3 here, there. Alright, good game. Trample through to us. Okay, well, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about what is going to be good in this set and what's not. And that's the goal, right? Alright, 1 loss there. So, this deck specifically, we have a lot of cool stuff like with instants and sorceries going on, flyers, you know, some legendary synergy stuff, but we don't have anything big, so we really have to prioritize. Like, basically our 3/3, 2/3 flyers and stuff are going to have to win us the game. Oh, this is cool. Check out the battlefield. I think it's Bilbo's house. Okay, Wizards Rockets. I'm gonna mulligan that. Alright, now we have all of our good lands here. Warg, Meneldor, and Inherited Envelope. Oh, I meant to put the mountain away. Alright. Well, good. I drew a swamp. I was like, we have Mines of Moria and a mountain, and I just put the swamp away, but we drew one, so it's fine. Samwise. What does he do again? 2/2. When another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token. Sacrifice 3 foods. Return target historic card from your graveyard to your hand. And historics are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. Food token generated, so they can tap 2 and sacrifice that and gain 3 life, or, you know, use that to do other nonsense. Ring has tempted us, and by the way, the ring can tempt you even though you don't have a creature. It'll just, next time you're tempted, whenever you have a creature, you can just choose that as your ring bearer. So every time you get tempted, you can choose a new ring bearer. Surrounded by orcs. That costs 4. As does our warg, so we'll play the warg first. Warg, excuse me. Send out your warg riders. And then they become spirits. Four, 5 mana. Alright, we're going to amass orcs and we're going to mill ourselves so we can see if we can get something back. Instant or sorcery. Nasty End. Fear Fire Foes. So if we live long enough, we'll go Treason of Isengard, get Fear Fire Foes back. And be able to destroy maybe Samwise or something. Celeborn the Wise. When you attack with one or more elves, scry 1. Whenever you scry, it gets +1/+1 until each turn for each card looked at while scrying this way. Interesting. No attacks from us. We're at 6 life. Bringing back Celeborn. Alright, we have a window here, though. I'm going to sacrifice the rockets, because I don't think we need them. We're going to go green mana, and then we're going to draw a card. Gonna get the Moria Marauder. TGN in the house. What's going on, my friend? We are having a fine day. We're learning a lot. Let's just say we're learning a lot from the opponent's decks. Shall we? We're learning a lot about what to build. I'm doing a sealed right now, TGN, but we might have this one. So we can go Moria Marauder. This says double strike, but when a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, you may play it this turn. That's an orc. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to attack here. Play a land, that's fine. So then we'll play a Meneldor. Oh, they were just waiting for another card of ours to have flying. So we might have to get rid of Celeborn again with this. That'll allow us to attack with a Moria Marauder. Another Fog. Any historic cards in here? No. That's good. Snarling Warg. Alright, we do still control... no, we don't. It's a spirit. Fog on the Barodons makes it a spirit. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. They can return him with Sam. You're right. Alright. Good call. But they'll have to sacrifice 3 of their foods. Which is, like, still a trade-off. We have a Warg to block one of these. We can play this, equip one of our creatures, and it will untap during their combat. So we're gonna get to see 3 cards here. So we'll get to play one of them if we want to. Or 2 cards, excuse me. Okay, when they go to combat, our Moria Marauder will untap. Alright, cool. Good game. Able to get there. Didn't feel super overpowered at all. We had a little bit of a lull there we were able to take advantage of. Samwise is pretty good, huh? Alright, from this point forward, y'all, I appreciate you being here. But at this point forward, I might have to dip out. Because I do have something coming up here in the next half hour to an hour. But we're going to go as long as we can. We're going to go as long as we can. We're going to see this Grixis deck take us home, give us some wins here. Opponent goes first. Look at that land. Mines of Moria, Swamp Island. Perfect. Inherited Envelope gives us another one. Ring Sight, legendary creature of our Uruk-hai Captain here. So we can cast that. Go grab something else with this. This looks pretty good. Countered it, and they got tempted. Nice. Really don't want to amass Orcs 2 here with no instant sorcery in the graveyard. I think we just can't do anything right now. So that's fine. There's a Marauder. Countered it and amassed Orcs 1. So we don't have a legendary creature, so that's kind of useless. We don't have any instants and sorceries in the graveyard, so that's not good. And then we can amass Orcs 2, but I'd really rather wait till we cast one of these so we can return this to the top of the library and gain value out of it. So we're just going to get beat up by a small orc for now, I think. Just looking for something to do at this point. Draw a card, lose a life, amass Orcs 1. Oof, that's rough. Alright, well I guess we're doing this. So they're looking at our hands and they're like, oh, that's why they're not doing anything. Because they don't have any, they have cards that don't function unless we have a legendary creature, basically. Yep, I'll take that. We're just gonna get tempted. Just gonna get another warg. No attacks from us. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm looking at the stuff. Blue seems very good. They're gonna scry and blow us out there, so we'll just do this. Go to 1. Or they'll kill us. Yeah. This card seems incredible for common. 3-drop, 2/1 flying. When it dies, draw a card. So good and limited. The Treason. They have a flyer. Okay. Being that we are making content, we will play this out, but we will say good game and let them hit us with their Kingfisher. Let the Kingfisher take us down. All right. Small orc. Yes. Very small orc. Got pretty big, though. Became a 7/7. Steven, you did make it. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. We're learning some things about the new set. That's for sure. No mountain. That doesn't necessarily mean it's unplayable. We do have Meneldor here. Keep it. I don't want to mulligan into something crazy. We can draw. We don't need 1 mountain. It's not like we need anything insane. So, win or lose, this will be the last one until later. There's our mountain. This will be the last game until later on tonight, probably. Get back on, maybe do some more Draft or Sealed, or maybe Alchemy. Depends on what people want. But thank you for being here. If you are new here, I usually do Standard, Ranked, usually going to Mythic every month on the channel. And feel free to subscribe, and please share and hit that like. I appreciate you. 2/2 Menace. 1 or more counters are put on an army, goblin, or orc you control. That many +1 are put on there instead. Okay. So. Let's get tempted. Make that legendary, and let's go get something perhaps that amasses. Actually, we're going to get Nasty End. That's going to help to refill our hand because we don't have anything crazy good in our hand. We're going to be able to draw 3 cards by sacrificing a legendary creature. Creatures you control have haste. Legendary creatures you control get +1/+0. Okay, we have double Meneldor, so that's where we're going. It's a pretty cool enchantment. 3-drop, all your creatures get haste. Aomir. 5/4 haste. When one or more other attacking legendary creatures you control die, untap all creatures you control after this phase. There's additional combat phase. Wow. It's pretty good. We can kill that thing with Fear Fire Foes. It's a sorcery. And then we can get it back later with Treason of Isengard. That seems ideal. Oh, and then return it. No. You're having a good day, but there's a large beer festival that's popping up around the workplace and taking over the streets. Expect you'll escape in time. Be careful, Steven. People are having fun, but if there's a bunch of intoxicated people, just be careful. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold, 5/3 haste. When it or another human enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. Alright. Let's see if we can kill that thing. So we're going to sacrifice Mr. Uruk-hai Captain. Draw 3 cards. Now we can kill that thing if we want. Or we can go grab Fear Fire Foes back. Or we can just do this. Because if they attack us and they don't deal with Gimli and Meneldor, then they die. I just realized this. Alright. So we're going to go in. We're going to do attempt first, though. TGN, no bombs in this deck. Absolutely none, dude. So, out of blue, red, black, we had no 5, 6, or 7 drops. So we're working with 4 drops. See if we can kill this thing. This is sealed, TGN. Cast it into the fire! Good game. Alright. Let's go. We're going to do one more. Alright, good game. So we're 2... What are we? 2 and 2 in this sealed? 2 and 1? Something like that. Unfortunately, it's almost 4 o'clock where I am. I am out of time for today. Thank you all very, very much for being here. Yeah, so we're 2 and 2. So maybe I'll jump on later, finish up this sealed. I'm liking the set so far. I think... What did we play? Like 6 games or something like that so far? 7? Some good stuff in blue. Really liking blue so far. Yeah. So I will possibly be on later tonight. Please enjoy the rest of the creators that are making early access content for Tales of Middle-earth. I know there are some creators that are doing alchemy. Again, this set is not standard legal, so it's a little bit out of my normal wheelhouse. I'm usually a standard and limited guy. I usually don't play alchemy or historic, but I might give it a go later on. So if you want to see that, you want to jump on and join me later, please hit the subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified whenever I make new content. And I'm going to catch you all later. Thank you again very much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Even though we didn't win a lot, we did learn a lot, and that's what matters. See ya.